Hello and welcome on in, and happy Friday everyone. As you can see, we
Happy
are back
Friday.
in Iktar Forest with some more shenanigans with Frimlin and Karma and their new friends, new tiger friends.
Tiger friends.
So, okay, real quick, a few announcements as the beautiful music is going in the background. Let me just double check who made that, because I have it saved. So yeah, information. Give me the information.
Man After Midnight?
Soup Insane? Am I saying that
That
right?
sounds correct.
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Made this music as commissioned by Terris, and they're amazing. I love this song so much. It fits Frimlin so amazingly, and the theme for the campaign as well. My foot got stuck. So yeah, that's the music you're hearing right now. During the game, we will be using Sirenscape, this current map, and one more is made by yours truly in Incarnate. Our VTT of choice is the above VTT from that integrates D&D Beyond. It is a browser extension that you can get for free for Firefox. I'm not sure if it works with
Chrome.
Oh, it works with Chrome as well.
I'm on
awesome.
Chrome. Yep.
So it works.
I don't mind being spied on. I have nothing to hide.
So it works with Chrome and it works with Firefox. What else? One of the maps I have prepared is by a dungeon generator, because after you've tried to make a dungeon for about a week and you're ready to throw out your computer, just go and pick a dungeon generator and be done with it.
Indeedy.
So I have used, what is that one called? Let me see if I have it. I have it. No, that's the plot generator.
I like those too.
Oh yeah, me too. Oh, what are you called? I have so many tabs open right now, but I will link that dungeon generator on the Discord after the stream. Hold on, give me a second. I think it is called... Nope. It's just called Dungeon. Dungeon.app/dungeon. Let me see if I can say... Yes, that's the one I used for that particular map.
Was that Dungeon or Dungeon?
Dungeon. So it's DUNGEN.
Okay.
So that's the one I used for that particular dungeon. What else? We are currently raising money for the Trevor project, and if you type in exclamation point perks, you can see all the amazing perks that your donation to the Trevor project can do for the current game and for all my D&D games in the month of June.
Yes, don't let Frimlin die.
There are also
Please.
perks. The same perks can also be bought for channel points if you would rather do that. And then on June 29th, we are going to have an epic one-shot, which is going to be a sexy Curse of Strahd parody called Curse of Hearts.
By Oliver Darkshire.
Yes. Amazing writer. I absolutely love that adventure. Had to tweak it a little bit to fit within Twitch TOS because it's daring.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Right up my alley.
Oh yeah. It was a lot of fun. Hello, Arathon. I know I had to remove them because they don't really fit in with the adventure. And then on July 13th, there is going to be a new campaign starting. I think it was Was it 9 p.m. Central European time? I think so. More information to follow on that, but it's going to be a Theros campaign. So I'm so excited for that. And then...
My headset's just broke.
I'm sorry, what?
Headset's just done a thing.
Oh. And then in the next section of this particular campaign, we might have some guest players showing up. I have yet to confirm with the first one I've asked, so... Well, they've said that yes, I want to join, just not when. So that should be fun. I think that is... And also, yeah, we are running a fundraiser for the Trevor Project the whole month of June. So if you feel like you want to donate to the Trevor Project, you can type in !pride and find a link to that. Thank you so much, Crimson, to the donate link and also a link to the Trevor Project's homepage. Let's see. Perks.
Am I here?
Yes, I can hear you.
Excellent.
Can chat
Excellent.
hear you? I don't know. I hope so.
Hello, chat. Say ferret if you can hear me.
Let me turn you up a little bit. Okay, sound is fine.
Yay.
But now I think it is time for us to, as lovely as this one is, get on with the show. So, what happened last time?
I ruined all your plans and jumped the gun by befriending the were-tigers and staging a coup. And smacking a sorceress.
I mean, yeah,
Until
that is a...
Until she ran away crying.
I mean, that is a fair yeah, that is a fair summary of what happened, yes. You did level up to level 2 first, though.
Yes.
But yes, that was a fair summary.
I believe I leveled up to level 2 by singing to some monkeys.
Yes.
Yes. Something, comma chameleon comes and goes. Yes.
What? Oh.
Oh, nothing. I'm writing a song about you. Again,
Oh,
that same old thing.
nice. I like that. Oh yeah, that reminds me.
Yeah.
I should probably have...
I know you do. You're a what are you?
I should probably...
Vain thing.
Well, with my looks, how can I not? Valenar steed. So we're using the Valenar steed stat blocks, well, modified Valenar steed stat block for karma at this point. Heavily modified, might I add, using the follower rules.
Miss damn person. You can just tell the people that Mr. Karma there is way slower and much dumber than any other Valenar steed that you've ever met. It's quite fine. I don't even think he'll understand what you're saying.
You get a glare from, well, as far as you can see it from where you're standing.
Oh god. That's the look he gives me when he wants to stick his tongue on something. So long as it's not me, I don't care.
So, the battle last time ended with a bunch of dead elves. Well, 2 dead elves, 1 captured elf, one fleeing elf, one captured were-tiger, and 2 royally pissed off were-tigers.
We should really get an exterminator if the elves have fleas. Some kind of dip. Do you think they got them from the tigers?
I didn't even know you could get fleas.
I can't. I don't have power.
Oh. So yeah,
Smites.
we start our adventure back at the camp where the heat and humidity of the jungle is making the area very uncomfortable. I cannot
Probably for everyone except for the chameleon who enjoys the heat, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was also thinking like
Oh god, I thought that baboon sound was the start of Hooked on a Feeling for a second.
I mean, it's not too far off.
Terribly sorry, people, if you haven't noticed, I've got ADHD.
Harithon, thank you so much for the hero point. Who do you want to give it to?
I need to get onto your stream. Hang on. I forgot all about that.
So let me do this real quick. So we have Okay, so Terris, you have now been given a hero point. So
What does it do?
a hero point can let you let me see what I actually wrote for that, because I'm a smart and actually made notes on the things. So a hero point, yes, so you can either get advantage on one roll, or you automatically succeed on your death saves.
Oh, I think I'll hold on to that.
So that is what a hero point does. Thank you so much, Arithon. And if you want to do this, the same, a hero point is 8,000 channel points, or I believe it's a $5 donation to the Trevor Project. No, wait, it says here. Yeah, it's a $5 donation to the Trevor Project to either give a hero point to a player or a twist point to the DM.
No. No, don't do that.
Why on earth not? I mean, you know.
You all love me, right?
Yes. For the since this is for charity, yes, you can have more than one, but you can only use one per turn.
Excellent. My puppy. If you can hear gross licking sounds, it's my puppy. I am so sorry.
But yeah, the area around is starting to smell really bad from the corpses. One of the tigers, the captured tiger, a rough-looking warrior named Elia, is sitting on a barrel bound, while Anya and Nian have carried off the elf. Where are you? Wrong screen. It actually helps if I
should close that.
Am not on my camera account and on the DM account, actually. There we go. They have carried off the dead elves to be taken care of at a later point, and have since returned to the camp.
Oh, it just occurred to me that the little songy doodads,
yes,
musical notes, inspiration.
Oh yeah, they would have passed now because it's only 10 minutes, right?
Yes.
So they no longer have.
They're uninspired tigers.
Yes. So condition markers are gone. Right next to the captured were tiger is also the elf scout that survived this encounter by some form of miracle. Why? Oh yeah, Bane would also have passed.
Indeedy. Oh, yeah.
So these two are no longer baned. There we go. The other two tigers that were watching Karma have been pulled into the discussion as well. Karma can't really fit through the door, so he's just standing just outside so he can see you.
Hey, Karma.
Hey, this went surprisingly well.
Are you questioning my abilities again?
Well, I could say yes. It's more I question your measure against tigers.
Well, the tigers are our friends for the most part. It was the elves that were the true evil here.
True. Now, none of the tigers can actually hear this because you're talking telepathically.
Yes.
Uh,
So they can just see me giving the gecko, the chameleon a long look.
yeah.
Sorry, I have a puppy trying to eat me, and it is making life difficult.
I can see how that could be a problem, yes.
Okay, I think we're sorted. You are now an armrest. Okay.
So, remind me, last time you managed to convince the captured tiger to stand down, if I don't remember wrong.
I believe so.
Yeah. It's been a while
Or
because
somebody did. Somebody, yeah, because I had
yeah.
a migraine last week.
Yeah, so we couldn't run last week, so my memory is a little bit hazy. But yeah, someone did manage to convince Alia to stand down and
Yeah, I
stop
think it
attacking.
was one of Elia's friends
Yeah,
managed that. So
yeah. Anya was the one grappling them, so I think yeah she managed to. Why
yeah,
are the tokens so bloody big? Anyway, uh,
bigness.
the elf scout on the other hand is still glaring daggers at anyone around them. It is a little bit disturbing how you can tell where she's looking, even though her eyes are like completely white. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
that the complete it's almost a chalky white, like eggshell.
That is a little bit disconcerting. So I think Frimlin will sort of approach a little-ish.
Yep.
No, I don't want to move that. So approach a little-ish.
Yeah.
And sort of look between them just, well, aren't you two a sorry sight? Anyhow, the one of you who tells us what exactly is going on here is the one that doesn't get fed to the chameleon.
Frimlin. I don't want to eat them.
It's a bluff, love.
Oh. I knew that.
I know you did. So, who's going to talk?
uh, the scout or the elf looks to the tiger and then looks to Karma that she can barely just see through the door. Let's see if we can move Karma. Yeah, he can stand right there so he can see them. But she can barely see Karma through the door, and she looks at the tiger, who seems completely like whatever. And she looks at you, and then back to Karma, and then sighs. Well, since it seems I'm either going to be fed to that beast or going to get killed anyway. And she looks at the tigers again.
Well, maybe not. But, well, let's put it this way. If you tell us everything, there's a good chance that I'll be able to talk yonder friends into standing down a little and keeping you as a prisoner instead of a meal. What do you think?
Given the alternatives, I'd say that it sounds like the best I can hope for at this point. Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion, persuasion, persuasion. I know where that is. There it is. That is a not natural. That is a dirty 20.
Yeah, with a dirty 20, you see that she basically sags a little in the binds and just seems to resign herself to her fate, and tilting her head, she looks at you and well, we came here a while back. One of the few places where we were not immediately chased away. And our beloved leader decided that, well, when I say here, I mean this god-forsaken jungle.
Oh, it's not that bad, lass.
Well, when you're from where we are from, it is humid, it is warm, it is sticky, and filled with all kinds of nasty insects and muck.
Delicious insects.
But anyway, we found this place, and she looks around the tiger camp with obvious disgust.
Right.
And well, the coward found the ruins we've been looking for, according to her. And
go ahead. I'm sorry.
We started digging. It didn't take long before we were interrupted by the tigers that live here, that decided to disturb our work.
Well, you are in their lands.
That may be so. They claimed to own everything within a 20-mile radius, which is frankly ridiculous for beings who have no concept of countries or borders.
It's their hunting grounds, love.
Yeah,
They have to range far.
That might be so. You can see that the other tigers are just barely holding back resentment at her comments.
Yeah, I think at that point, Frimlin will just hold up a hand to sort of placate them.
Yeah, Anya, the female tiger you dealt with, just bares her teeth. All of them are in their hybrid forms, so upright standing,
Kitties.
full-sized tigers.
Yes.
uh, oh, it took about a week to find the proper entrance to the ruins, the underground portion of the ruins, and Ulari, our leader, the wizard, she got very excited and
The one that ran off, right?
yes, how she calls herself our leader after abandoning, well, me and her comrades is just beyond me.
I bet that stings. Little.
A little, yes.
No
We
real leader would abandon their people.
normally we pledged to stand by each other because no one else would. And then she leaves. That was not.
Well, if no one else will stand by you, lass, that probably means that what you're doing is what kind of business you're up in is not good.
From what I know,
understand?
all we want. From what I understand, all my people are trying to do is lift a curse.
What's the curse?
I'm not entirely sure why it was placed on our people, but a long time ago. Well, not that long, actually. Just after I was born, someone offended a great duke, and he cursed our entire village.
I say. To what end?
Now we can find no rest in any countries or any places where humanoids roam. And
Have you considered apologizing?
I do not know what the nature of this offense was. Like I said, I was just barely born.
Right.
But knowing the elders of the village, they probably felt justified.
And probably too proud to try the most simple mean, right?
Most likely, yes.
Right. Well, you seem to be a lass with a better head on your shoulders.
At this, she smiles softly, and yeah, her whole demeanor seems to soften slightly. Even though you can see the lines of anger and resentment still on her face. For the past 400 years or so, we've been wandering these lands, this world, trying to find a place to settle where humanoids have not already founded cities and settlements, which is very difficult in a world dominated by us.
Of course, we tend to spread out all over, and there's so many different types of us that we can fit into just about any environment.
Yeah, this is true.
Perhaps you'd have a better time of it if you created yourselves a pocket dimension or something.
That is a solution, that I'm not surprised Ulari didn't think of. Perhaps she's not mighty enough to do that.
Well, she did run away from a little gecko and a couple of tigers. So
To be fair, though, you did take out 2 of my comrades within seconds.
Well, yes.
As for the nature of what she has found, and here she hesitates for a moment and looks around again. And lowering her voice a little bit, um, she leans closer to you, Frimlin. And
Frimlin will stand. He'll be wary, but he'll allow this.
yeah, I overheard Ulari talking to the chief of the tigers,
Right.
and she mentioned that the chamber where what we're looking for is hosted has been found.
And what is it you're looking for exactly?
If I understand it right, it is a necklace made out of enchanted rubies.
And what do you intend to do with it?
As far as I understand, the rubies can be used to lift our curse.
And all you want to do is be allowed to resettle in your homelands, yes?
Yes.
Right. Well, why did you enchant? Why were the tigers enchanted, bewitched? In that case,
That I do not know. If it has to do with an extension of our curse, or if it's something Ulare did, or something in the temple, I'm not sure.
right. Well, I suppose it requires some examination. I think, lass, that you may want to break ties with your elven friends. They are no good, honestly.
Let's see. Yeah. She nods solemnly, and you see pain travel across her face. I will try. The marks I bear of the curse makes this difficult. But perhaps
Right.
if I break ties with them, the curse will lift from me.
I'd hope so, but I'm not an expert on curses. Well, he's trying to rack his brain. There was somebody coming to the village. Were they an expert on curse breaking or something? The human that's coming to his
No,
village? No.
he was a expert on ancient runes and history.
Right. But with ancient ruins and history, they're digging up ancient ruins.
Yeah.
And history may include curses. In any case, they may be able to get this elven woman here in contact with somebody who would know more about curse breaking.
Yeah.
At the very least, if they're a scholar.
Oh yeah.
So I think with that, he'd probably tell her there's just a less. I think there may be some hope for you by way of a visitor to my village who's coming soon. They're an expert on ruins and history, but being a scholar, they may be able to put you in contact with someone who knows a little about curses, or perhaps they have more knowledge on the uh, the history surrounding your people. Uh, it may be that you're the one that is, how to word this, is destined to bring salvation to your people by breaking toys with them, at least temporarily, to go on your own quest. I'd be willing to vouch for you if you swear to me now that you'll do no harm to mine or these people here
I,
in order
s-
to get that information.
I seek no harm other than in self-defense.
Well, I don't. And he's going to look to the tigers. Just this woman, I think, is not your enemy anymore. She was taken in by an evil woman who would have used you against your will, but she's coupled with them by ties of blood and a curse and desperation. And I think personally that she may very well deserve a second chance and a chance at salvation. What say you, my tiger friends? Our fighters with the witch, the sorceress, not the scout.
Anya pauses for a moment in thought. You can see her eyes narrow. She looks at the elf and you swear to not have quarrel with our tribe anymore. My quarrel with your tribe was merely this instance. I do not see any need for us to fight. And Anya nods and looks over to the other three tigers around her and then to the captured one. Nian, the other fighter, looks over at, just meets Anya's look and nods quickly. The other two are a bit confused, but shrug. And
Right.
the one to the south of the entrance looks straight at the scout and then to Frimlin and we protect our own. We have no quarrels with those who do not wish to fight.
Then, lass, I think they'd be willing to let you have passage to my village if you wanted to wait for the human who could give us the who could potentially set you on your quest.
I would I would be honored to be allowed to wait there.
You can traverse the jungle quite well as a scout, I imagine.
I have no problems, no.
Right. You'll want to find the gekkotai village then, and he'll give her directions. I think he knows basically how to get from this outpost to his village at any given time. That
Yeah,
would be reasonable. So he'd give her the information and tell them to tell the people there that Frimlin sent her
yeah,
to the noble gecko who is waiting because we're both waiting for the human
yep.
for more information. Just I'll probably cross paths with you again in the village then, lass. But I'd leave here before your presence leads to more resentment.
Absolutely. And she squirms a little bit, and Anya walks forward and gets in between the the bound tiger and Frimlin, and then unties the scout before heading back to. She unties the scout and then heads back to her spot in front of the gate, or in front of the entrance.
Karma, you may need to let the lass out. We're not
Oh,
easing this one.
oh, that makes me glad. I'm not sure I like elf.
Oh, I'm sure it tastes like chicken.
I do like chicken.
You like anything. You'd eat
Well,
grease off a stick.
yes, I have.
Yes, you have. You know.
The scout gets up from the crate she's been sitting on, makes her way over to next to the bonfire before she turns around, and she bows at Frimlin.
And he will bow too, the bells on his jester's cap jingling a little. Sorry, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. Maybe it's a gecko.
My name is Orlin.
Orlin. I'm Frimlin. And the flat-headed one out there is Karma.
I will not say it was a pleasure to meet you, but the outcome was better than I hoped for.
Well, I hope you use this second chance for good.
All I ever wished for was somewhere to stay for more than a day.
Right?
I shall meet you in this village of yours.
Of course.
And then she...
I'll
Yep.
see you soon.
Until we meet again. And then she will make her way slowly out of the village, just that kind of measured walking that's like, no sudden movements. Don't want to
And
trigger.
how much of a berth did she give the chameleon?
As much as she can out of the entrance, and then like around. Karma just follows her with one eye.
I love Karma.
And then as soon as she gets outside the village, or the boundaries of this place, you can hear running feet through the underbrush as she heads south, or southwest.
Excellent. And at that, Frimlin is going to look at the captive tiger and give a little smirk. And just now, you.
Yes,
Are you quite yourself now?
I hope so.
What happened exactly?
That elf thing, not
Right.
the one that just left, the other one, the filthy coward.
Right. Yes.
She has a way
I'm not.
with words.
I think you may have been charmed.
Could be the chief is even further in.
Enthralled.
More like and more likely, yes.
Right. So, what do we do about this? I
I
don't really want to bash you lot over the noggin every time she says a few words to you. So, how do we remedy this?
kill the witch, kill the wordy one, and may perhaps the charm will wear off.
And if it doesn't, are you? What are you willing to do?
Anya has already proven that she's strong.
Right.
If she can take over, I will not fight her.
Right. So, I suppose we're going to need someone to lead us to these ruins.
I can show the way,
Right.
but I can't fight the witch myself. Something in my head stops me from even thinking it.
Looking at this tiger, have they been marked?
Uh, you know how cat eyes are like completely filled in with the iris?
Mm-hmm.
You can see a lot more of the whites in their eyes than you would normally do on a feline, but it is not
Right.
completely like it's not to the extent of the elf scout, but you can see that like maybe a quarter of their eyes have been filled in with white.
I see. So, no, but yes. There's something there.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I know one of you, at least, is injured a little from this battle, but I'm not sure exactly how much time we have before the sorceress does something terrible. So, if we need to take a rest, it may need to be a quick one.
I I can lead you, um, but I will not fight her. I show the way.
Right. You show the way, and you four, are you okay with this? Do we go after the sorceress?
Yeah, Anya bares her teeth and growls deep in her throat. Then
I'd say that's a yes.
yeah, she turns to Nian and you stay here. You're wounded. And as she says that, you can see that uh, the uh, the tiger nearest to the top tent, the one who took out
Yep.
most of the elves, you can see that he's bleeding from from the wounds he's received, and he's
Yeah.
he's favoring aside.
He's probably pretty darn hurt, and I don't have any heals.
Yeah.
So,
So
oh, I do have a heal, but I think I'll hold on to that.
yeah. And then
Right.
She
If
turns
you rest for a
around.
while, I'm sure you'll be fine.
I will.
Good.
She turns to the other two tigers standing by the entrance, and she Rockar Match, you look after Nian and make sure no one enters our camp. You see them basically snap to attention, and Nian makes a face like, I'm not a child, but complies with the direct with the orders she's given to the other two, and she looks over to where you're standing, and Alia,
There is a dog in a ball pit, sorry.
Alia, you show the way, and then you leave. Come back here. If I hear that you didn't, I will find you.
And only feed you to the Chameleon.
Alia just nods sharply and gingerly stands up, still tied up. You can see his Alia and Anya both have some nicks, but not too bad. Not as bad as Nian. Not nearly
he
as
got
bad as Nian.
Pretty hit.
Yeah.
He got pretty badly wrecked last
Yeah, he
last session.
did. And
Well.
well, if you want to head on over there now, I can show you the quickest path. And
That'll work for me.
Elia slowly makes his way over to the entrance, looks at Karma like, "Are you really going to eat me?" And then
Goodness.
moves as fast as he can, while still a bit unbalanced by having his hands tied in front of him. And you know, the ground here is dry for being a swamp, but it's still a bit mucky and
Yeah, a little damp.
yeah. Nian takes his place by the fire pit on a crate that Alia sat on, while the other two basically follow you over to the entrance. Match takes a spot by the entrance, while Rokar takes a spot, takes their position right here.
Excellent.
Yeah, you are...
Off to see the wizard.
Yeah, you're off to see the wizard. You are quickly led to a spot a bit northeast of the village. Come on, show up. There we go.
Right.
Let's see, did that show up? It did. Awesome. Okay, let me zoom in real quick. That's not how you zoom in. So, right before you get on this little land bridge, Elia turns back and gingerly walks back towards the camp. So you are now with Anya and Karma. Let me just do some little adjusting. I can't do that because that's the camera account. So I have a camera account so I can modify stuff on the DM end without it showing up immediately. But I always forget that I can't do all the modifications I want when I'm on the camera account. So you were on 104 HP. There we go. Yeah, were tigers are OP. Just putting that out there. And he still
Sorry,
got smacked around.
I just got head-butted by a puppy.
Ow. Bonk.
Bonk bonk. Oh, Papa. Don't climb, Daddy. Go on. Go over there.
So from where you're standing right now, you can see a temple ruin. It is completely wrecked. The walls you're seeing are barely up to like Frimlin's hip at the tallest bit.
That is very low. He's a little gecko.
Mm-hmm. So it's barely like a stone high. A lot of it has sunken into the swamp. Most of the walls have crumbled and are absolutely covered in vines and vegetation and flowers and stuff like that.
I love it. Okay.
Uh,
And can we see any of the people?
Yes, from where you're standing right now, you can see that there is one were-tiger lazing around next to this wall right here. Just barely,
Yep,
basically
that's it.
sitting on it. Not really paying attention, probably sat on watch just to, be on watch. You can also see through the trees, you can barely see one elf over here. Like to the...
Yep.
Yeah. And then you can see the elf wizard across over here.
So, small question.
Yes.
If we were to scurry through these trees here,
Yeah.
right, and then skirt around this wall, or get into these trees first, and then how likely would it be that we could avoid the ogling of Mr. or Miss Tiger and the other elf?
Let me see. How sneaky is this guy? Karma is rather sneaky.
I've got a +5 to stealth. I mean, he's a chameleon. He better be sneaky.
Yeah, but he's also a large creature, so...
Mm.
That's not what I wanted to do. This one was what I wanted to do. Let me check. How sneaky is the tiger? Oh, the Anya also has a +4 to stealth, so she's rather sneaky.
Because my thought is, if we can get up, or even observe for a while,
Yep.
In those trees,
Mhm.
until this lass here gets to a point where we can snatch her,
Mm.
we may be able to do a little bit of casual kidnapping. Stuff her mouth with a sock or something to keep her from talking.
Yeah.
And drag her off so as to not have to fight every elf and his were-tiger.
Yeah. That is true. But yeah, if you want to sneak over there, absolutely give me a stealth check.
Stealth check. That's a 22.
So 22, and I'm gonna roll for Anya.
And yeah, he would have very quietly relayed this information to the were-tiger friend of his.
Yeah, all of you succeed in What is their passive perception? Let me double check that real quick. Yeah, all of you managed to remain stealthy. Because, yeah, you just beat the DC, because the DC was 15, and you got an average of 15, so...
Excellent. Did someone really flub?
No.
Excellent.
Karma got a nat 20.
Oh, good.
And, yeah, Anya got a bit lower, so no real disaster.
Sit up. Come on up. Sit.
No, wait, that should have been higher. My bad. So 22 plus 24. What did Anya get?
Also try.
Doesn't matter. All of you met it, so...
So what way is this sorceress heading?
From your angle right now, you can see that she seems to be talking to a large were-tigress. Or she seems to be in the company of a were-tigress, and from what you can tell, it looks like they've been in conversation that has ended. She did get rather... And from your vantage point, Frimlin, you can tell that this were-tigress's eyes are almost completely white.
Yeah.
You can also see that from your vantage point, you can see two elves standing by what looks like a broken down staircase that leads down into the earth.
I see this.
And what else? There's nothing obscuring your view at this point, so you also see a couple of elves further down to your right. And across a very, very small wall in the distance, you can see a tiger lying on their side. And it seems like they're taking a nap. You can also tell that you're completely obscured from the first tiger, because you can no longer see it.
Right. So she's just finished up this conversation. What way do her feet look like they're about to start moving?
Towards the broken staircase.
Okay. So if Frimlin were to move, say, here, with his little tigress friend, we could attempt to drag her into the bush and then run the fuck away, right?
Yeah. You're gonna need some stealth proficiency for that.
Yes. Alternatively, how likely is she to recognize, is that Anya?
Yeah.
Anya as the were-tiger that attacked her, that was in the fight.
I mean, she has disastrous passive perception, so not very likely. But the tigress she's talking to will recognize Anya.
Right, but they look like they're about to separate?
Yeah.
Right, so if she were to, from around the bushes here, tell the sorceress that she's found something...
Yeah.
we could potentially divert her, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, potentially.
Right. In that case, what Frimlin would like to do is use his last bardic inspiration on Anya,
Okay.
so as she can make whatever check she needs to make in order to coax the sorceress away from anything of danger, that might be a danger to us.
Okay. Yep, that works.
Into the bush where we can bundle her up and run away.
Yeah. As you're doing that, you see the were tigers go back to this broken down pile and basically
Yeah.
just sit down and start picking with their claws.
Right.
It seems like they're
So,
settling down for like just
yeah,
relaxing.
as most felines do.
Yeah.
So he's just going to. Right. So, what you want to remember, lass, is that we'll need to make sure that she cannot speak or move her hands. So, do you have rope?
I do, yes.
I should also have rope, I think, somewhere. Yes, I do. So, wait, why don't I have rope?
You don't have rope? You should have rope.
I should have rope. That's my rope. I'm assuming I've got rope, even though it
Yeah,
seems to have disappeared.
it should be in your pack.
It's gone.
Why is it gone? Did you use it for something? No?
No?
Well, just add rope then, because I know it's in the pack
Yeah,
you
so I'm
chose.
going to add rope. Oopsie nice.
Yeah, it should be in the pack you chose, so I don't understand why you don't have rope.
There, added to my backpack. Yeah, so he's suggesting that we, grab her, stuff something in her mouth, even if it's the bloody werecat's tail, and tie her hands.
Yep. Let's scroll up a little bit so I can see better. Okay.
If we need to play kitten bagpipes and we need to play kitten bagpipes, it's fine.
I mean, Anya quickly looks around to make sure that no one is really watching her, and then slowly slips out from between the bushes. And then she calls out to the sorceress and, "Ma'am, I think that's not Anya's voice. Sorry.
Yep, fine.
Ma'am, I think I found something." You see Ullari snap her head around and look at Anya, and stops for a moment. Let's see. "I found something suspicious over here." Ullari hesitates and puts her hands on her hips. "What? What did you find?" "Well, if I knew what it was, I wouldn't say something, would I?" Well, go and find it then. And bring it here. Oh, it's in the ground. It's better if you see it. Okay, last chance, because I can't... I'm gonna roll digital dice because my metal dice are not wanting to cooperate today. That's a lot better. Thank you.
I was about to cast Charm Person on the bloody.
I rolled a 3, a 3, and now a 16.
Goodness.
Metal dice hate me today. I love you, dice. Why don't you love me back? These are my
Put them in the
beautiful...
freezer.
Yeah. Yeah. Although they're metal, so that's gonna hurt taking them out again. But these are my red
But
and white pretty dice. I don't understand why they don't love me back.
but if you put them in the freezer, they'll learn what the barren coldness of hell feels like, and maybe they'll behave.
That is very true. Yeah, you're going in the freezer. Go away. You mean... My pride dice are much kinder to me. I think they're still free on D&D Beyond, by the way.
I think so.
Um,
I'm using the Jasper's Game Day dice at the moment
ooh,
from D&D Beyond.
I don't have those, but I have so many other dice. So, but I have the pride dice.
Nice.
Pride dice are so pretty. Yeah, Frimlin, you can see that her Ulari's face goes from suspicious to curious, slowly like morphing, and she starts coming closer. And Anya turns around like halfway. Oh, it's this way, and she walks in through the brush over to the just to the broken staircase next to you, Frimlin.
Right.
And the you can see curiosity just basically overtaking the sorceress as she starts pushing leaves away as she gets within reach from you.
And he... Ooh. Difficult. He is... Actually, no, he is going to try and charm person her.
Okay.
Once she's in there, just let me have a look at that.
I think that's a wisdom save, isn't it?
Yes. So I'm going to cast charm person on her to start, and then once she's dealt with, we can figure out what to do about that.
Nice. She's not very wise, so let's see.
I've got very low save, so for some reason, because my charisma's 16 probably. What'd she roll?
That's a 3.
Oh, well, yeah, no, she is charmed. So yeah, he's going to
Yes.
step out from behind the bush and just, hello, lovely, and charm her. And then he just, well, lass, you want to come with us, don't you?
Yes. I think I do, yes.
Now, where we're going, it might be a good idea if we, well, made you look like you were our prisoner. Just for fun, you understand, and so nobody's suspicious. Would you mind very much if I bound your wrists?
Oh no, I don't mind at all.
Excellent. And he is going to do that, and he is going to sort of eye Anya, just put something in her mouth.
Anya quickly pats down, and then she comes out with a bit like a empty pouch that looks like, pouch you put seeds or stuff in, and shakes it a little bit, shakes out a few seeds from it, and just scrunches it up and then holds it to you.
Right. And yeah, he's going to well, actually, for now, no, he will. Yeah, he will put this in her mouth and tie it with a bit of leftover rope.
Nice. Yeah. So
I can't believe that worked.
I can't. Dice? Why? Okay.
And now, if we were to once again try and lead them out, that is a tiger, not a me. Lead them out this way. We potentially could, right?
Yeah, you would need to succeed on another stealth check to get past the scout.
Right. That's a 24.
And I'm going to roll for...
I think I just rolled sleight of hand. No, I did roll stealth, but they're the same modifier anyway.
So... No, that's stealth. So...
Yeah.
Oh, both of those are really good.
Good.
So that is... Yeah, all of you succeed.
And yet we're going to slink the fuck away to a place where we're not going to be overheard.
Dude, even the wizard succeeds. Managing to stealth while bound and gagged.
That's hilarious.
That is too funny. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, you getting down here. You are far away from, like behind this tree, right here. There are some pillars, broken pillars, and a giant tree right here.
Well,
as you
Anya.
walked past, you saw the other tiger napping in the sun.
Excellent. Well, Anya, we have to say this is your party, your choice, what you do with her. But if you want answers, now would be the time to get them. Otherwise, dispatch her. This is your justice to administer, not mine. I have no real fight with this woman.
Let's see. Moving down to where you're at. Zooming in. So chat also can see you. There you go. I think I want answers more than I want revenge for now,
Right.
depending on what she says.
And he will carefully take the gag out of her mouth. Just, sorry about that, love. But we were worried that things would seem a little suspicious otherwise. Can you answer this Toiga's questions, please?
Oh, absolutely. It would be
Oh,
my
thank you.
pleasure.
Oh, thank you. Anya, you have 10 minutes from the time I cast the... I think it's 10 minutes? No, 1 hour.
Yeah, I was like, no, it's 1 hour. We did the same in
Yeah, right.
Neversun.
You have an hour from the time I've cast it to ask her whatever you want.
What are you looking for? Oh, a necklace of enchanted rubies. Why? They hold dragon blood. Dragon blood will lift our curse. Excuse you, Sirenscape? What was that just now? Okay.
That sounded like a colobus monkey or something.
Yeah, no, there was a glitch in the sound, so it went quiet for me for a moment. So it's like, Sirenscape, okay. Yeah, still the same.
Yes.
Who did I say? Okay, checking notes real quick. There we go. Yeah, the necklace holds dragon blood. the last copper dragon to live in this world. And so we find I will use that to break the curse that damned vampire abomination put on us.
Why were you cursed?
My uncle felt that our village shouldn't be ruled by a person who cannot watch our lands in the day. And I agreed. It's enough for an elf to have its lifespan. A cat? What are you doing? Thank you. We do not live. We do not need eternity.
Right. Well, anything else you want to ask the last Anya?
Why are my friends being marked by you? Oh, you got loud. Those who help us are also bound by our curse.
Right.
Willing or not.
How will the dragon blood lift your curse exactly?
Dragon blood can bind undead to do as you please. And it also has restorative properties.
So you intend to essentially curse the undead that cursed you to make him lift your affliction?
Yes, that's the idea.
Right. Have you ever considered just apologizing?
I would, if it was up to me to lift our affliction. My uncles are in the right, though. Vampires should not rule nations.
Right. Who is this vampire?
His name, and rank, is Duke Raumel Sommerfeld.
Right. Now, I know of the Sommerfeld duchies, but I
Yes.
don't know if Frimlin does.
It depends on how interested he is of the lands outside the forest.
I mean, he's a little curious about everything, but and you know, he did spend some time in that traveling carnival thing.
Yeah. I mean,
So he might, but I don't know if they'd...
You might have traveled through the Sommerfeld duchies, and you will probably know that, it's ruled by the Sommerfelds.
And as far as he knows, are they just and good people?
The people you've met through the visitors to the carnivals and stuff don't seem to mind living there. They were not like bad lands to live in. We're not talking Ravenloft, but it's like...
He probably knows of Ravenloft, so, you know, he's thinking vampires, Ravenloft. But at the same time, the Sommerfeld duchies, you know, aren't... You know, they're pretty much like any other lands, right? Only ruled by vampires. And how common knowledge is it that the Sommerfelds are vampires?
It's rumored. It's very popular. It's like an urban legend that just happens to be true.
Right.
Most
But
people...
they seem to
yeah.
be decent vampires, not
Yeah.
Strahd.
So, if you've been to Ebrea, which is the land ruled by Raumel, you would know that the rumor says that he only feeds on criminals sentenced to death. And he has never made a vampire spawn.
Right.
But again, common knowledge, like in the same way urban legends are common knowledge.
But, he's a bard, he'd have, and a jester bard at that, so he'd have listened to the rumors. So, I'm going to roll just for my own peace of mind, an insight check to figure out which way he's going to side.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, no, not. What am I doing? Insight check? No, I need to roll a 50-50.
History check.
No. He's trying to make up his own mind.
Okay.
About. So I think he's actually going to side with the vampire.
Okay.
With even vampire odds. Which. But he's not going to say anything about that. That was just. I want to know which opinion he's going to weigh more on the side of. See, she tried to kill him.
Yeah.
And the Semmerfelds have never tried to kill him and don't seem to be interested in killing people. So, and subjugating.
Yeah.
So, he doesn't like the idea of them attacking and subjugating the vampire, who hasn't really done anything wrong.
Yeah.
But he's going to keep that to himself. I wish this dog would stop running around. Anyway. So, what exactly is the process that you'd use to turn the ruby into a rake for your curse?
Each ruby on this necklace has a small amount of this copper dragon's blood in it.
Right.
And so we would... Well, I'm not entirely sure about the process of making this curse antidote, but 2 of the 3 would be used to create an antidote, and the 3rd, should the antidote fail, would be used to create a charm potion for the vampire.
Right.
That would put him under my uncle's control.
And with that, you'd have him drop the curse, I suppose.
Yes.
And then what?
Then would be free to resettle in our lands.
Right. As an independent land, right?
In a way, yes.
No.
Well, the Duke would be under my uncle's control.
So he intends to use the Duke as a puppet and take over ruling that part of the Sommerfeld duchies on his own?
It would be the it would be the smart decision.
Right.
If it came to that, of course. We only wish to lift the curse, so we don't have to wonder anymore.
I understand. How do the enchantments on the werewolves get lifted?
Oh, I just release them.
Would you like to do that for us?
If it's what you wish.
I'd very much like that. I think you understand that the idea of subjugating anything is not ideal.
You are right, of course.
Right.
And I'm gonna double check something real quick. Because I don't really know how... That's not how I want to do it, that's how I do it. I'm going to check how that would work. How this spell works. Okay. So... Yeah, she smiles softly and then whispers a word in Elvish. I don't think any of you speaks Elvish.
I don't think... Frimlin in fact does.
Okay. So you
He
hear
speaks common
her you hear her saying unbind in Elvish.
Right.
And for a short for like a flicker of a moment, you see a blue light go across her absolute white eyes, and then signs of strain you hadn't seen before seems to lift from her, and it's as if she had to focus on something that she doesn't have to focus on anymore.
She's no longer concentrating on a spell.
Well, it's not concentrate. This spell doesn't demand concentration like that, but yeah.
Like something similar.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they should be free now.
Excellent. Well, Anya, what do you want to do? Her.
I think... Yes. I think we should let her run off home. As far as she can get in an hour. As she is right now, of course.
Shall we put the gag back in her mouth?
Why not?
Right. And he'll do that, and he will tell her to run.
Nice, yeah. So she nods through the gag. You can still see the signs of the charm working on her as she walks as fast as she can across this slippery ground. And she vanishes towards the west, and in just a few rustling moments she is gone through the underbrush.
Shall we retrieve your friends and potentially that necklace so they can't get up and get into any more shenanigans?
Yes. I think that's a good idea.
I'm not saying that we don't help them lift their curse, potentially, but I don't like the idea of them taking control of the Summerfell duchies, personally.
No, I didn't like that at all.
No.
From if all the group is like that one, I don't think they would be good rulers.
Well, I'm hoping they're more like the other one.
Hmm?
He's hoping they're more like the other one.
Oh yeah, yeah. My headphones cut out a little bit, so I didn't hear what you were saying.
And Frimlin's voice is kind of quiet. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Don't worry about it.
Right. So I think we should be able to walk right in, but I mean there are elves mingled about with your were-tiger folk. So
Yeah, yeah. We, I think we can walk in freely, but with caution.
right. So perhaps we pick him up along the way. Grab the napping one first.
Yeah. Yeah,
Shall
I
we?
think so. Absolutely.
Right.
Let's see. So Anya slowly and carefully makes her way over to this guy and putting a paw on his shoulder. You see him blink awake, and it is almost it's the same thing as with the other one that you had captured. They seem to
Right.
he seems to blink, and almost like a quarter of his eyes are covered in that white, but he seems more lucid.
More himself.
Yeah. Anya, why are you here? Oh, we took care of the sorceress. You, oh, the fog is gone. And who's this? Did you bring a snack?
Oh, we wouldn't try and eat me, lad.
No, you look bony.
I'm quite vicious, if I'm provoked. No, I'm a friend. My name's Frimlin.
He speaks correctly. Where's the chief? And Anya is looking up at the where the chief was, and then quickly over to behind a tree. You can see a tail sticking out, because I just realized that there's a tree right there. So right next to the tree, you can see a tail sticking out behind, and Anya just, oh, okay. You can see the two scouts on the other side of the tree trunk. You can see them clearly. So it's
Okay.
kind of small, awkward tree.
Okay. So, this is the chief here?
Yeah, the chief is in the front of the stairs down.
This one.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Should we try to talk to her?
I think so, yes.
Right.
I'll
Well, if we were to work together, I'm sure the elves would accept me as something non-hostile.
I'm
Or you
sure
could-
they will. The elves are weak. The male tiger says.
Right, so shall we?
Absolutely. Let's see if I can move both of these at the same time. I can. Nice.
Excellent.
So these two. Hi, cat. These two will go up there. Frimlin is gonna stop right here because he's not too much of a friend of the being in the midst of tigers. Let's see. Anya
Yeah.
steps up a little bit closer to the chief. And, sister. The sister. The chief turns around. And, yeah, her eyes are completely white. You can see a little, like,
Oh, goodness.
outlined where the pupil would be. But even though this is the case, she looks lucid and like this is just a mark at this point, not something else.
Ah. Excellent.
So you see that slit of a pupil, of a cat, just the outline of it in the white.
I see. Excellent.
What is this? What is happening, Anya? Who is the lizard? And what?
I'm a gekkotai.
Oh, one of the geckos. What are you
Right.
wearing?
What am I wearing?
Yes.
My clothes. I'm a bard.
Ah. It's been a long time since I dealt with bards. Why are you
Right.
here?
I was helping your people with a little thing. I think it might be prudent if we go somewhere private to talk, away from the and he whispers pointy ears. I'm assuming that's not
Yeah, no.
particularly racist to a tiger who has rounded ears.
Yeah, no. They're just like, oh, okay. You see the chief look at the two elves standing by the staircase. There's unsurety. The two male elves standing there, both of them looking very unsure of themselves at this point because there are three very large tigers standing very close.
And a gecko.
And a gecko. They're more concerned about the tigers though.
Well, yes, the gecko is not all that vicious. He's a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, you see the chief look at them, look to Anya, and then you hear a roar echoing across the trees, and
Oh,
the
goodness.
the other one that had been sleeping up here, and a third one comes running, and the chief basically roars out, "Round them up! Take them away from here! Don't hurt them!"
Right?
And all three of these turn on these two, and then this guy is going to turn on these two, and then
And yeah, Frimlin's going to call out very gently to the elves. Right now might be the prudent time to surrender peacefully and round yourselves up before you get, well, I'd say manhandled, but men don't generally have sharp claws.
yeah, you see the two by the stairs just nod frantically. One of them looks like
Right.
he's wet his breeches when the first roar echoed out.
I'm not sure I have prestidigitation. I do. I'll use that. Yeah, he'll just very casually prestidigitate that clean and dry.
Yeah.
So he doesn't embarrass himself.
Yeah. The
There's one more over there, I believe. I think I did say the other one
yes, you did.
before. Yeah.
So the tiger you woke up down south goes up north, and you hear a very surprised ah as they come back with a female elf in tow, and then
Right.
the one who came out from the bushes over here disappears to the west, and a few minutes later come back with a hidden elf and a the one you saw on guard down here.
Well, I'm kind of glad we resolved this peacefully. For the
There
most
we
part.
go. I'm going to move that a little bit so people can see it more clearly. There we go. Oh, I think this is all of them.
Right. Lucky 7.
Seems that way. There are a few more down in the underground.
Chief, I'm not sure what your name is, but I should point out now, we haven't, well, my people, we haven't exactly kidnapped your children, that you won't find them at your camp. We thought it was prudent to keep them somewhere safe, so you'll be collecting them from the gekkotai village.
I appreciate your concern for the cubs.
Right. Your daughter is among them.
Tears.
She came to us for help. You can thank her for all of this.
I shall. She deserves gifts for this.
She'll make a brave young matriarch at some point in time, I'm sure.
You see a proud smile on the chief's face. What village are you from, Gekkotai?
Oh god, what was that called?
I have it here somewhere.
Bright something? Bright Mellow?
Yes, Bright Mallow.
Bright Mellow.
Tell the chief of Bright Mallow that Iala's tribe will not bother them.
Well, we don't think you've ever bothered us before. I'd actually like to suggest that we go forward in friendship.
I agree. There's
Excellent.
an elf in between you. I'm gonna move that elf a little bit. There we go.
Well, I'll let the chief know that we're now friends with the noble tribe of... What are these guys called?
The chief's name is Iala, so it's Iala's tribe at this point.
Yeah, Iala's noble tribe.
We appreciate this. At least for as long as I am chief.
Very well.
Anya scratches the back of her neck a little bit at that comment.
Yeah, he's just going to give her a little grin and a shrug. Just, yeah.
Might want to tell Nian about the developments.
Right.
we will remove these ones from these ruins. But there are more in the underground.
They're after some kind of necklace to imprison, well, to enslave a vampire duke. Apparently, whole lot of nonsense, if you ask me. Insofar as, well, perhaps not nonsense, but there's got to be a better way than to enslave someone. You understand?
Enslavement is a blight.
Yes, I agree. Except when it's only for now.
Anya, yes, sister. Assist these in stopping that plan. Assist this gekkotai in stopping that plan.
Right?
Anya gives a curt nod and moves over to stand next to Frimlin.
How should we do this?
As I see it, if you can reach the necklace first, you can destroy it or take it as you see
Right.
fit.
Well, I'd prefer to study it than destroy it, to be honest, but it is dangerous and it may become a target. So, perhaps I take it to someone with more knowledge. I'm just a bard.
As long as it is not with these elves, I don't care who has it.
We agree. I am sympathetic to their plight, but not the way they're going about things. So, I suppose we head down then. Take a look. See what we can find.
We will take these ones to our... our camp, and then let the ones that do not wish to fight us leave.
Right. There is the problem that we've set the sorcerers loose, bound and gagged to roam the forest. She's charmed for
yeah.
the next hour. Well, less than an hour now. But I'm sure your warriors will take care of that.
We'll find. A wicked
Consider-
grin just blooms across the chief's face and the face of the tiger next to her. That's my water cat. And they share, all three of them standing next to you, share a look that says that nothing good is going to happen to this sorceress ever again.
That's justice. That's justice and you deserve it. So, I won't interfere. Anya,
Yes.
shall we find this necklace?
Let's go find it.
Yes.
And yeah.
Karma, are you coming? Or are you going to stay out here and eat bugs?
In your head you hear, I don't think I can fit in the hole, so I'll
Right.
be here.
Well, I'm going to tell them that if they need me up above ground to come talk to you, you can probably understand them. Yeah, he can understand them, he just can't speak to them. Right?
Yeah.
So you can understand them and summon me if needed.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
No,
That's
I was
nice.
looking at the telepathic speech thing, And it says, while bonded, the steed and the bonded creature can communicate telepathically with each other at a distance of up to 100 feet. It doesn't say you have to be able to see each other.
Yeah.
And it doesn't say it's blocked by anything.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I was just double checking. Because
Yep.
you will be underground, but since Karma can just move around if he's losing contact with you to just pinpoint where the hell you are.
Absolutely.
And so it's not 100 feet of dirt to the basement.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's just going to say to the chief, just, if you happen to need me, look to the chameleon, and he's going to point at the chameleon and talk to him. He won't be able to respond to you, but he'll be able to summon me.
The chief looks at Karma, which is like, hey, what the hell? Look, and then shrugs. Like, I've experienced more weird stuff.
We're inexplicably bonded. It's a thing that can happen with gekkotai and their riding chameleons.
I have heard of this. I've never seen it before.
It's quite rare.
You are lucky then.
I am. I'm. And he sort of sighs a little half smile. I'm never alone. And she'd be able to tell that while he's acting exasperated and slightly put upon,
Yeah.
it's with great affection that he says and does this.
Well, shall we go then?
I think we should.
And Anya makes her way over to the broken staircase here. The staircase itself ends in a hole, and the drop is about 10 feet. But you can see that there's a rope ladder leading down that the people working on the ground have been using.
I've got sticky fingers, so I should be okay.
Yeah. Anya climbs down the rope ladder. It is no, Anya looks at the rope ladder and then quickly shifts to her human form. And very much resembles just a human woman in her late 20s. And you can see a family resemblance with Taze, because Anya is her aunt.
Right.
And then she climbs down the rope ladder before shifting back into the hybrid form.
Excellent. And yeah, because he can, he's going to use his Boreal Ascender feature to just climb down the wall.
Nice. Yeah, so we are now
Sticky finger pants.
in the temple underground.
In fact, he might just crawl along the ceiling.
Yeah, you could probably do that. Absolutely. So yeah, this is where you end up. You end up in a square room, and this is the dungeon I used the Dun-Gen for.
Right.
I will leave a link to that one in the Discord server. So anyone who wants that can hop on over to our Discord. It should be in the general channel after the stream that anyone can see. You don't have to be an adventurer to see that one.
Excellent.
Looking around, you see a square room, and it is, other than the light coming down from the hole, you also see tiny flickers of light in the distance. Let me do something real quick. Here we go. So just like, there we go. But they are few and far between, because elves they have dark vision.
So do Frimlins.
Yeah, true, but it's not really lit up because they don't need it.
That's fair. Where tigers? Dark vision? No.
Yeah, they have dark vision.
Yeah. Excellent.
The
Anya's odd thing in D&D though is that cats don't have dark vision.
Yeah,
which
it
is ridiculous. Why do cats not have dark vision?
I don't get it either. Ooh, I love this though. The fog makes it so you can't see anything, which I like. Okay,
I see
so
that. On my toes. Sorry, I have a broken toe. It's fine.
But yeah, so you're in this square room at the start of the adventure. If you want, you can take a rest here, a short rest or a long rest if you want. If you look around and listen, you don't really hear. You hear the distant sounds of bugs. But
delicious.
It quickly fades into a creeping, crawling, wet sound of the underground.
So yeah, eyeing Anya, he's going to side eye her just for a moment and just, well, now that you're away from everybody and can, well, other than me, but I don't think I count. How beat do you feel? Could you use a rest?
I moved the wrong tiger down. Anyway, I can use a rest. Not much. I don't need much though.
I'm pretty much completely tapped on magic for the rest of the day. Until I take a nap, I believe. But I'm not sure how dangerous this place is.
If you want, we can find a corner here and you can take a rest and I'll watch. And then we'll switch in a few hours.
I'd like that. If you're okay with it.
I'm okay with that. I can rest a little bit. Not sleep, mind you, but rest.
Yeah, you
well.
You could use it, I'm sure. Magic's a tricky thing, and trying to do it when not well rested generally doesn't work. I can do a little, but my big magic's tapped out. So, it may be prudent, maybe advisable. And he's going to flop down his bedroll at this point.
Nice. Yeah, Anya is going to keep watch. And yeah. I'm thinking I need to go and unhydrate real quick, so we take just a quick break here, and we shall be right back.
We take a very short rest while they potentially take a slightly longer rest?
Yes, exactly. Since it's less than an hour left on the stream, it's going to be a very short break. I just need to go unhydrate because
I also need to unhydrate.
So we shall be right back. So how is everyone enjoying the story so far? My voice did not.
Well, I'm loving it.
My voice didn't enjoy. My throat didn't enjoy the chief's voice, I can tell you that.
I've still got the flu, so
yeah.
Frimlin is a little bit difficult for me. But I'm fine.
That's good to hear. Yeah, and hi, we're back again. Like I said, very quick break because we are 50 minutes left on the stream. And
Right. I'm gonna
why
check
did
a
I
thing
hear
real
male
quickly.
shouting suddenly? I wonder if that was from outside.
Oh, was that in my house?
I don't know, it sounded like a male voice shouting something I couldn't understand. Don't know if it
Was
was...
it shouting Terris?
No, it sounded like maybe one of the construction workers outside. They like to shout instead of, walking over to each other or use their walkie-talkies.
So, Frimlin has a feature
Okay.
that he would like to use to help Anya,
Oh, okay.
which is since she's only taking a short rest, and I think
Yeah.
he may be taking a long one.
Yeah.
He would like to use his Song of Rest feature.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah.
before he goes to sleep, I think he sort of sings them a little song.
Ah. Okay. What exactly
Yeah.
does Song of Rest do?
It adds an extra 1d6 hit points to so if you or any friendly creature who can hear your performance regain hit points at the end of the short rest by spending one or more hit dice, each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6 hit points. So it's just a little bit of extra hit points for her if she's damaged.
Oh, nice. Okay, so let's see. What would she get? Oh, a little bit.
The poets are calling. From glen to glen. I'm
Now,
going to
let's
stop
see.
now. I think that's in the public domain though, so I should be safe.
Yeah, should be. Yeah,
Yeah.
she gains another 5 hit points from that because the D8 abandoned her.
Oh.
She rolled a
He helped.
1 on the D8 and a 4 on the D6. So
Hi, Carlos. Sorry, my tiny dog is now annoying me.
so yeah, Frimlin, you gain a long rest.
Sorry, flu.
Oh yeah, I did.
Sorry about that.
That's
Couldn't mute in time.
fair enough. No, I did hear a male voice. It's part of the sound set.
Oh, okay.
I was
So
like,
it's not my husband or my boyfriend
No.
screeching at me.
it's
because
a sound
is
clip
stuck.
called Distant Screams.
Excellent.
So I was like, okay.
Larg!
I'm
But
not-
louder, but deeper.
Yeah. It's like I'm okay, I'm not just hearing things. Good.
Yeah, Larg! But like in a male voice, not in a ferret voice. I mean, to be fair, I am male.
I mean, yes.
I am male. I am a cis male, in fact. I just sound like a 10-year-old girl. And we're not sure why.
But yeah, you wake
I
up
promise I have
after
hit puberty.
after about 6 hours of rest. You wake up to the light from the hole has gone out. It is dark outside. The evening has gone transitioned into night.
Excellent.
Anya is sitting by the wall. You can see that she's alert even though she's resting. And
Would you like a nap?
I'm fine, thank you.
Right.
I got some rest, at least.
Oh god, that scream came from...
Yes, that is from the sound set. And at the scream, Anya looks up and looks over to the opening you can see.
What was that?
I don't know, but I've been hearing it a lot over the past
I
few hours.
was wiped. I suppose we should potentially go take a look?
Absolutely. You should move with caution, though. I don't
Right.
know what's in here. I've never
Well,
been down here myself.
We hope it doesn't disconcert you too much, but I think I'll stick to the ceiling and try to make myself less visible as a result.
That doesn't concern me at all.
Right. You see, I've always found that most things that not arboreal tend to not look much above their heads, so it's a good way to hunt. And with that, he will roll a stealth check to see how well he does. He rolled a 12.
Yeah, neither of you are particularly stealthy.
I have a +5 to stealth.
Yeah, Anya has a +4 and got an 8.
Yeah, well, we're not particularly stealthy dudes, but they'll still stick to the ceiling anyway, since it's probably safer.
Yeah, Anya tries to
And-
sneak around this corner, and you hear her a boot colliding with the corner as she stubs her toe,
Careful. Careful.
and you just hear a low.
If you need to say,
Sorry?
I won't be offended. If you need to say the F word, I won't be offended.
I was trying to be quiet, but that hurt.
With that. And as he's going through, he is definitely, this is a strange underground scary place. He's definitely checking for traps.
Yep. As you look around, you can hear distant voices. And give me an investigation check as well.
Investigation. That is a nat 1 for 3.
Yeah, you can see a bit of upturned stone here. And at one point you're on the ground. And at one point you completely miss a broken rock in the ceiling. And you lose your grip for a second as the stone tumbles down on the ground.
Fuck.
In the distance you hear a, "Who's there?" And another elf scout comes around the corner.
Wait. I've lost my my lizard down here. He ran in and I can't find him.
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion or deception?
Not deception, I think. Yeah, deception, absolutely.
They're both the same modifier. That
Yeah.
is 20.
That's... Don't think you have... Yeah, I don't think you have... No. That's a 13, so... Well, I didn't see one run past, but...
Well, he's a lizard. He could have been crawling along the ceiling, or you know, he's bigger than you'd expect for a lizard, but not you know, he's not exactly the size of a Tyrannosaurus Rex now, is he?
Well, it depends on this lizard, but no, I what now?
Oh, they well, I've seen bones, and it's not important.
Okay. Well, if you want, you can go on looking. And I'll ask
love
the
that.
others if they've seen a big lizard.
I asked one of the tigers upstairs to escort me down so I wouldn't startle you. I'm sorry I fell over a rock. I'm a little bit clumsy like that. You understand?
Hmm.
I'm
I
rather
understand,
harmless.
yes.
Just a,
But
I'm
yes,
just a jester.
be careful of traps further in. We have only searched these first few rooms.
Right, but the few rooms you've checked are free with
Yes,
traps.
yes, absolutely.
Were there traps there before? Before?
No, we didn't find any traps. No,
Oh, good, good.
so
Well,
it should be safe for you to proceed.
right, thank you.
And if someone questions you, just say that Lil have given you permission. That's what they call me.
Lil,
Yes. So
right,
you're okay to proceed. Just be very, very careful. We haven't checked further in.
right, thank you. And he's going to wander in, and he's just Freckles. Freckles, where are you? You terrible lizard! Should turn you into a soup. As he's wandering around, clearly investigating everything
Yeah,
while looking for his lizard.
yeah.
Right.
In this room, you can see. Let me open up a little bit more so you can actually see what I'm talking about. So around this centerpiece, this is walls around here. So as you walk around it, you can tell that there's a room that continues in further, and you can hear voices further in. That sounds like they're just speaking. They're speaking in Elvish, and they seem to be discussing, working down here, miserable, blah blah. General
Yeah,
complaints from people who generally don't want to be down here,
I see.
and they are seemingly hacking away at the walls, checking stuff. It looks like they have very clearly emptied out a large like everything that was that anyone could carry has been taken out of here.
I see. And were you saying many of these rooms are like, not the rooms themselves, but other places here are filled with dirt?
Uh,
They're digging out? Is that what's going on?
no, they're stone walls, but they're basically tapping at them to see if there's anything behind them,
I see.
and checking for like if there's mosaics or reliefs that have been covered by plaster or something like that.
Okay.
So they are checking for clues and like just investigating the walls and areas.
Looking around in here, I've been hearing the skittering of bugs, right?
Yes.
Could I potentially sit for 10 minutes and ritual cast speak with animals and then speak to some of the insects to see if there are hidden rooms?
Sure, absolutely.
Excellent. So I think I'll move over here away from the elves.
Yeah. The
in
elves
this
you
part.
talk to,
Just-
she goes back to working the walls.
And for a moment he's Freckles, Freckles, are you here? And then he'll, pull his cat friend over. Just, I'm going to do something a little strange and try and talk to the bugs. See if I can't figure out if they know where, one, there's any hidden rooms, and two, if they've seen this necklace.
That sounds like a good plan, yes.
Right. I'll be about 10 minutes casting this. And he will
Missed the spot.
sit there for a moment meditating, his sticky little finger pads stapled, touching each other, as he tries to think about what it would be like to be a bug, to be an insect, as he's muttering under his breath, trying to trying to get this ritual right within himself.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll open his eyes and look around for a bug or two to speak with,
Yep.
or any other small creature that can fit through cracks and things.
Give me a investigation or survival check. Your choice.
They're both the same for me, so it doesn't matter which. That is an 11. I'm going to use a luck point.
Okay.
Where am I? I don't have any luck points.
No, that's...
I didn't pick the lucky fit.
That's roar.
Roll.
But yeah,
Right.
an
I
11...
don't have a luck point.
Yeah, 11 is enough for you to... I was mainly checking for how many bugs you see.
Ah, excellent.
So you see a smattering of 5 beetles that climb along the wall. They're about 2 inches. And they
Right.
seem to be
So-
scuttering around.
So he'll just, I think he'll scoop all 5 of them up very gently
Mhm.
and just very quietly. Don't worry, I'm not here to eat you. We want some information, if that's all right.
Lizard no
No,
eat.
really.
Lizard no
No
eat.
I won't eat you. Here, in fact, I'll give you something to eat.
Ooh.
And he'll pull out a couple of crumbs and sprinkle them on his hand for them to eat from his rations. Now, what I want to know is, you know how all the pink skins, and I'm assuming they're mostly pink skins, the elves, the pointy ears, are wandering about in here, and they're looking for something.
Yes.
Hidden chambers and a shiny thing with red baubles on it. Have you seen anything like this?
No hidden room. No hidden room.
No hidden room.
Well,
The shiny thing with the red baubles. Have you seen that?
shiny thing. Shiny. Oh. Long way in.
Long way in.
Yes. Through.
Which way?
Through wall.
Through wall. Right.
And then
Could you show me where?
another one of the beetles go, no, past Spiky, past Spiky.
Past Spiky.
Lizard can't go through wall. Let's past Spiky.
Right. I can climb the wall, but no, I can't go through it.
Room, long room trapped, past Spiky.
Right. Can you show me?
Yes. And the second
Right.
beetle skitters down your arm and goes around the corner and stops at what looks like just ordinary tile in the floor, and then just runs in a little circle, and then you
Yes.
hear
Right.
bad Spiky, and skitters over to another tile and does the same thing again, like runs in a little circle and says bad Spiky.
Right. And how many of these are there? Just the 2?
You can almost hear the the tiny beetle thinking. It's
Are there
It's-
more than you have legs?
yes.
Right. Is there a way to turn them off?
Lay on. And for a moment the beetle skitters away, and stops, and you can see where it stopped. The bodies of two dead humanoids lay across a portion of the hallway.
Right, I understand. I'll show you a trick then. And he's going to say, last to Anya, I'd be careful. This entire hallway is trapped.
Got it. How
But
long do we have our friends?
10 minutes.
I don't think we can get past in 10 minutes.
No, but I could climb the wall and run along the ceiling. But that leaves you here. So,
I'll find a way. I'll climb up
Right.
and grab a stick and test the floor. I'll meet you down.
Right. There's also the prospect I could potentially string some rope from one end of this to the other, but I only have 50 feet of it.
It seems to be longer than that. If you can
Right.
measure it.
Is each of these squares 10 or 5 feet?
5 feet. So it's very cramped.
Okay, so
It is 20 tiles.
okay, so it's got it. 20 tiles, so that is 50 feet. No,
100 feet.
100 feet.
So
Right.
you would need 3 ropes.
Yep. We'd need 3 lengths of rope and something to fasten the rope to the ceiling, so you could shimmy your way across.
I'll ask the helpful one if they have rope and pittons.
Right. Ouch.
And
Dog, please, plus.
wrong one. I'm moving on the DM screen. There we go. She walks over to the other elf, and you can hear voices echoing between the walls. Your beetle friend is scuttering back and forth,
Sorry.
and at each trap, they do a little dance around. But
Now he's...
yep.
Sorry, was sneezing.
Bless you.
He's seen this. Could he potentially put, like... So he's got some gold on him.
Yep.
Sneeze again. God. Okay. Could he potentially, like, put a copper piece on each of these tiles?
Yeah, absolutely. It will take you longer than 10 minutes to do that, so you would have to
Right.
ritual cast again after about a third of the way.
Right, so he'd need to do this 3 times.
Yeah.
But he could potentially do that, saving her a lot of trouble.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, so we might do that then, and he'll just sticky finger his coins back when they're done. So the elves can get trapped in the traps.
Yeah. Anya returns with 2 lengths of rope and a bit of pittons, or a few pittons in her hands.
Yes, it's just we think I've got an idea. You see the copper coins?
Yeah.
Don't stand where they are.
Oh. Okay. I'll try. It's a little bit hard to get across where the dead elves are.
they're sort of
Yeah.
keeping things. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you pass those, you can hear a clicking sound. So it sounds like whatever is shooting stuff out has gone empty. And looking closer on the dead elves, you can see they are basically hedgehogs in certain places with darts.
Oh. Right.
But yeah, let's
Well.
see. Let's see how well Anya does trying avoiding the copper
And if all
coins.
else fails, you're strong enough to pick up these elves and toss them ahead of you.
That is true. That is very true. I can absolutely do that. And yeah, as you get closer, she basically hoists one of the dead ones, and this rank smell just flushes the entire hallway.
Oh, that's
Oh, they have been here a while.
right. That smells nearly as bad as the time Karma ate all of Grandma Cricket's stew.
Oh. Oh, lizard. Okay, yeah. You get a little bit past the dead elves. Before I say anything, let me see where I put because I actually have a pattern of where the pressure plates are.
It's a question.
Yes.
Can we retrieve the dots?
Give me an investigation check.
It's a 5.
Yeah, no. You look around and it's like, where?
Oh, I meant from the corpses.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, definitely. You can spend about 10 minutes just retrieving the. You can retrieve 10 poison darts from the corpses.
Excellent.
They're not poison anymore because the poison is broken down, but they're darts, so you have 10 darts.
Yes.
Let me see.
That gives me something that's actually ranged. Which is excellent.
So about halfway down the corridor, Anya trips and takes a step back and steps on your copper coin. And let's see.
Careful, Anya.
And you just hear the sound as darts fly out from the sides. She managed to dodge most of them, but then one strikes her in the shoulder.
You alright?
Oh, I don't feel well.
Well, how unwell do you feel, lass?
Oh, those are absolutely poisoned.
Right.
I am glad I only took one.
Right. Perhaps you,
And yeah, she is now poisoned as well. So I'm gonna add that.
Well, we can cure your wounds, but I don't have anything that can cure a poison, unfortunately.
That's... I'm okay. I'm okay. Most of them landed in this, and she holds out the dead elf she's still carrying.
Excellent. And I'm sorry if you can hear my cat crying. He let himself out. I don't want to bring him in yet.
Aw. And yeah, she manages to... let me roll that again. With disadvantage this time, because she's poisoned. Why are you so slow at rolling? Come on. And one more time. There we go. Oof. Okay. So...
Oh, no.
No, the best roll was a nat 20, but since it was disadvantage, I got a 14. Which was what she got the first time as well. So...
Goodness.
she manages to get to down here before she drops the dead elf straight down on one of the copper pieces. Luckily, she's not standing where the barrage of darts come out, but you can feel the air just whizzing under you.
Goodness.
Okay. I need... Okay.
Well, I suppose we thanked our friend for keeping us mostly safe.
Absolutely.
We have to say though, you don't smell the most. I mean, he's kind of rubbed off on you, if you don't mind, and he's going to prestidigitate her clean.
Yeah, you can see how that she's very grateful to be clean
And then,
again.
Yeah, he'll sort of add the added prestidigitation effect of scenting her with the sort of pine freshness, I think.
Ah, nice. So yeah, you are now in another long corridor that seems to end in a wall, and a room at the end of it that you can see has walls that go in on either side.
Right.
From... Yep.
I was just going to say he'll probably ask his bug friends which way from here.
Oh,
if he can.
hello.
Oh, bloop.
Something had just
Hello,
happened.
bloopings. We got very raided. Hello.
Oh, hello. Thank you so much for that raid. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Hello. Welcome on in, all new people. Party of 61. Okay. Hi.
Now I'm nervous and shy. No, I'm fine. Hello, GM Workshop, and thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Hi, and welcome on in, all new people with the potats. I love the potats. We are exploring potatoes. Hi, Fancy.
Fancy.
Hi, Inkfish. Hi, Kay. Welcome on in. We are currently exploring this dungeon. Some new familiar names in here, absolutely. So hi, I am Ardana. I'm a variety streamer from Sweden. Today we are currently playing a one-on-one D&D 5th edition game called In Between. The voice in my head and my co-player is Terris.
Hey, I'm Terris. I play Frimlin the gekkotai, which is a homebrew race of little gecko man who is a bard, and I'm basically a Ardana exclusive at the moment, so hi.
And yeah, we are exploring this dungeon, an underground temple complex. Our dear were-tiger friend has just gotten poisoned by some dart traps. Yes, the Sir Terris, yep. And we've just got past a bunch of not so friendly elves and not so friendly traps, and are about
Rebel Jacks. Do I know you?
Yeah, he's on Dreadeds as well.
If
I remember right. It's hard to remember if it's from Dreads, Dags, Robs, GM Workshop,
or in my case from the numerous pet sims that I play.
Yeah.
So
yeah, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Where was I now? Oh yeah, you were talking
yes, welcome.
And Terris has once again used one of his favorite spells to talk to bugs.
Yes. He does have a mouse on him. Well, no, it's a I think we decided it was some kind of lizard, right?
No, you said it was a lizard, but you've said that it's a mouse the other 3 sessions where you played.
Right. So, yeah, no, it's a mouse. I think he was supposed to eat it, but decided that it was a pet.
Yeah.
In any case, he's got a mouse, but he would prefer to talk to something that knows the layout of the land here.
Yeah. So you've talked to this beetle, and yeah, you were about to ask him about the
I'd love
rooms.
that, Samuel. Yeah, so, yeah, he just wants to ask which way to go from here, as far as where the pretty shiny loot is that he's well, the pretty shiny... It's not a loot, it's a magical instrument. They're after a special necklace that has rubies infused with dragon's blood.
Yes.
And they're trying to keep them away from morally questionable elves
Yes.
who wish to subjugate a vampire duke in order to... It's this whole thing.
Yeah. What? Me? Make convoluted stuff for my world? Never! And yes, this is a homebrew world we're playing in right now. So, the tiny beetle skitters down from you and runs over to this intersection right here that you can partially see. Let me, because you do have dark vision, so I'm going to open up a little bit more for you. There we go. And runs in a couple of circles as if unsure what they were doing, and then runs up to the corridor leading north.
Corridor, so... this one? Oh god, I've disappeared.
Give me a
Help!
sec. Yeah,
Help!
I'm trying.
Help!
There
Lost!
you are. There you are. Don't walk into the fog.
Lost!
I thought you'd played
Sorry.
Curse of Strahd. Don't walk into the fog.
Every time I have tried to play Curse of Strahd, we've gotten a few sessions in and no more Curse of Strahd. It's very sad.
Aw, I would love to play Curse of Strahd.
I would
Anywho,
love to play Curse of Strahd.
yeah, as you walk up towards this, let me see, into this corridor here, or this hallway, you suddenly hear a metallic growl next to you.
Oh, shit.
As this large hound made of oxidized bronze slowly starts walking towards you.
Haven't I, as a player, seen something like this before?
Yep.
Is this... right. Law drop.
Yes. These were similar things that another character of yours fought. And then
Yes.
it is joined by a second deep metallic growl as its companion walks up next to you. And that is where we're gonna leave this session.
Well, Anya, we think that this is what we in the business call really fucked.